Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard. Welcome back to another video in gold. I was traveling and I was not able to record the videos during the previous days, and that's why I couldn't upload the YouTube videos. But I will try to make it continue for our audience, and I will try to keep you posted on every day with my morning analysis video. So let's start with the daily time frame. So this is going to be our daily time frame, and yesterday we saw a sell-off. This sell-off was triggered due to recession fears, and on Fridays we saw the NFP data and unemployment rate. The NFP data was negative for USD. The number of job change was way less than expected, and also the unemployment rate climbs to three-year high, which is 4.3%. So this is what brings the uncertainty in the market. This is what brings the fear in the market about the recession, fear of recession. That's the reason we saw a steep sell-off in US dollar and all indices. Like talking about the Nikkei, a huge sell-off on Monday. The Nikkei sell-off was somewhere associated with the Bank of Japan's rate hike. But all in all, it is bringing the recession fears. That's why we are watching. We are seeing the huge sell-off. The JPY, Japanese yen, is climbing to all-time high. Indices are getting sell off like anything, and also the only thing which is holding gold from falling is the geopolitical tension and the Fed's rate cut bet, which is now 90% of probability of September rate cut of 50 basis point. So this is these two only things which are holding gold to sell off, and I believe we are going to see a big sell off in gold. This is what I have posted on my Twitter, on my Instagram, on my Telegram, everywhere. Okay, so this is kind of a panic market, and the volatility which we are seeing, it's quite huge. So like if you're someone who is taking only 30-40 pips SL in gold, it's quite risky. Just make sure you're following a proper risk management, and the market is quite volatile these days, and it expected to be volatile during the whole week this week. So just make sure you're following a proper risk management, and that's the only thing I want to say. Okay, so yesterday we saw a panic sale in gold, and 23 60 65, this support level is actually holding really well. And again we saw a support holding this level, and from here it bounced off, and now again it's going to, like, it has already retraced around 50% of yesterday's move. And I believe we are going to see a sell off soon, because like it's kind of panic selling environment. And the only thing, if there is any positive news coming from the Middle East about the war, a ceasefire or something positive for market, then we will see a big sell off in gold, that's for sure. Okay, so let's start with the daily time frame. And if you can see, daily time frame, we are still inside this blue rising bull flag, which I have been mentioning from a long time. And this is falling so far. And let me switch it into the 4 hourly time frame. 4 hourly time frame, we saw this break in structure. Talking about this Blake uptrend structure support, it was really nice. Talking about its effectiveness, this is the one touch, two, three, four, five, and finally here it got a break. And when it was breaking to the downside, I posted on my Twitter that we are going to see a sell off, and that's what exactly happened. From here we see almost 500 pips move to the downside, and now it back testing around this zone. Okay, I've already marked it with this golden color, and that's from there itself it is getting rejected. 2417 was the high of this Asian session, and from there itself we are rejecting. And I think after making a little bit higher from here, we are going to see a sell off. And talking about this market structure, this is the 2 hourly time frame, and you can see we are inside this green downtrend channel, and this green downtrend channel is perfectly falling so far. This is the first touch, this is the second touch, this is the lower low, this is lower high, this is lower low, this is lower high, and it has broken down below this level and got a sell off here. And for price to remain inside this green downtrend channel, it will have to break below this previous low, and then we will be continuing with this downtrend structure. From here it will move to the upside, then to the downside, and finally, if you are getting a break out of this blue downtrend channel, then we can see a new move to the upside, which looks unlikely to me now. I am favoring bears as on here from here onwards. The reason is we are into the risk of environment, and in the risk of environment, we see a huge demand in US dollar. Okay, the risk currencies like New Zealand dollars, Canadian dollars, Australian dollars. These are the currencies which get sold off very heavily because they are commodity export countries. And on other hand, the safe haven currencies like Japanese yen, Swiss franc, US dollar, these are the currencies which get benefited. Okay, so I still think we can see a huge move to the downside, but I may be absolutely wrong. If you're breaking above 24, 23, 24, 25, then we can see a new high. Okay, because like we can get any update from Middle East. If we get any kind of missile attack or any aggressive news from the Middle East, then it can move higher and it can break over here. Okay, for now the Fed's thing has been priced in. the September rate cut, it has 90% of probability that we are going to see a 50 basis of uh, rate cut in September. That has already priced in, and that's what I see. That's why I think we can see a move to the downside. And if you're breaking below 24 2377.75, then we can see a further sell off to 2350s, okay, which is going to be a very important support. And finally, if you're breaking below this 2350 support, then the next support is going to be 2415, 2315, 2320 is what we are going to see. Okay, so I hope I'm able to clear my point, and you are able to understand this market structure. So this is what I see in the higher time frame. Talking about the support and resistance zone, this is what I see in the support and resistance zone. We have this green zone as our resistance. It is near to the all time high, okay, which is somewhere around 2377, 2375. And this resistance is very important, I think. 2427, 2415. So if we refine it, it will be 2415, 2420, 2420, 2425, which is going to be a very crucial resistance zone. And I don't think we are going to break above. If you see a Fibonacci, if we draw Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing low, you can see this golden zone around here, 23. This is the zone where we can get reversed. So 2425 is going to be a very important zone, and I expect it to follow there. And we can see a high around there, and this is going to be our high probability sell zone. From there we can see it continue falling to the downside. Okay, I hope I'm able to clear my point. And this is going to be our big support zone, which is somewhere around 2360, 2350. And if we are breaking below this support, then a big sell off is coming, that's for sure. Okay, and these two golden zones are going to be our minor support zone, 2404, 2406, 2405. If you are breaking below 2405, then it can further slides to this 2390 level. If 2390 level is getting a support, then we can see a move to the upside again. And if we are breaking below, then we will see a sell off continue to this zone, 2360s, 2365. Okay, so these are going to be our support and resistance zone, and these are going to be our trade plan for the day. And this 2425 is going to be our ultimate resistance. We will see a good confirmation, and that's where it will be very. I would be saying we can see a huge move to the downside if you are getting a rejection from 2425, and if you are breaking below 2406, 2404. So below that, we are going to see a sell off. This might get a support around 2390, might be a temporary support. And if we are getting a rejection from here to the upside, then we can possibly move further to 2400. And then finally, if we are breaking below 2390s, then we will see 2360. Okay. So this is going to be our trade plan. 2425 pullback sell, safe sell below 2400, 2403. Then continue sell below 2390s, and finally 2360 is going to be our support. Okay, so this is what my plan is. I'm going to mark it for you. 2425 is going to be our pullback sell, safe sell below 2400, 2403. And then temporary support at around 2390 level, and finally 2360 is going to be our support. And that's the movement I expect in from the market today. Okay, so that's all for today. And I hope like I've been from away from the video analysis for a few days, and the reason I already mentioned, I got some I had to travel somewhere, so that was the reason. And I don't see we have any important news today. So this is going to be our range: 2425, 2360, or 2425, 2390 is going to be the range for the today. Okay, that's all for the day. And thank you for watching this video. If you love the analysis, and if you think it is useful for you, then just give a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.